putting 12 balloons into the air instead of giving someone 12 roses, that's a felony?
That's a third-degree felony in the state of Florida. And a quick Google search, you will find the story. He released the 12 balloons in the air, and a law enforcement officer seen them and promptly arrested him.
I think when the average person hears felony, Desmond, they think a serious crime.
Katie, let me tell you, that is part of my mission, is to really expose how politicians can use rhetoric, right, to divide our country. And they divide it through hate and fear, and create these narratives that make people think about something that actually doesn't exist, right? And so, for instance, when you talk about the felony conviction, you're going to think of the worst person in the world, and you're more than likely going to think African-American, because we're paraded more than anyone else. But here's some realities. Even though Florida convicts about 170,000 people a year, when we look at the entire population of people who've been convicted and incarcerated, what we found was that people convicted of murder and all kinds of felony sexual offenses only made up, you ready for this? Less than 3% of the total amount of people, right, who have been impacted, right? And so we know that, you know, that we have this challenge of fighting back against a narrative that's been created, not by the people, but by politicians that seek to divide this country, because as long as this country is divided, they can't be held accountable, right? And so, no, we fight back at that at every turn, every opportunity that we have to really set the story straight, that at the end of the day, it is in society's best interest that no matter what a person does, right? If they're convicted, if they're sentenced, they paid their debt, and they're released back into our community or already in our community. It's in everyone's interest for them to be able to successfully reintegrate. It is in everyone's interest for all of our citizens to participate in elections, because the more people that vote, the more vibrant our democracy becomes, and that's good for everybody.